bringing together the applications and the infrastructure is something that's increasingly important as Cisco's customers talk to us about what they need from us as an infrastructure company. And we believe that Composite helps us build a platform that sits in between the applications and the infrastructure and facilitates some very important connections.
I would like to introduce a new concept today and a new enrichment to the product. And by the way, this is a great example of a strategy that Composite had prior to the acquisition, and we told Cisco about it and they went, that's cool, build that. And so we will. It's called a business directory. It's a place to store the views that we create and the other views that exist of the data in the enterprise, and we will build it to promote self-service. I put it to you, do you want us to innovate? What do you think?
It allowed us to actually be in a place where we could start building this sort of like meta model of all of our content independent from where the data stores and the data sources actually were. And we think that's going to be a very powerful concept.
We're using Composite to separate the consumers of the data from the providers of data. So really what we want to do is rationalize the data feeds so that instead of having 12 trade feeds from a given system, from a trade booking system, for example, you have one. You bring it to a centralized staging area. You can expose that staging area via Composite, and now you can actually change the underlying area, the physical schema of that staging area, independent of the view that the enterprise system, a given enterprise system has. And when you do that, basically, you're creating a more agile organization. So we can react quicker when we get new regulatory requirements. We can actually react quicker, and we can shorten the time from, months to, in some cases, weeks or days.
In an agile business environment that we work in, something like our DV tool, Route 1, has been really effective. It's really taken off. I can't tell you how often emails I get, telephone calls I get for people just wanting to be part of it, actually wanting to have more access to data. And we're moving to the whole self-serve thing ourselves. And this is a key enabler for us in that way.
And this year, Data Virtualization Champion Award is given to Peter Mimon, Global Head of Data Analytics and Visualization for credit at Barclays Capital. Peter. Congratulations.
So first, thank you. Thank you to the Composite team. I think you produce an awesome, well-engineered product guided by a simple set of principles around engineering, and I think that shows day in and day out. But we've been able to give the business access to 80, 90 different data sources and tens of billions of records where they can now make decisions that are data-driven, something they could have never accomplished before. For the first time, we're actually able to grab every piece of data that we've ever had access to in one place. So again, for that, I thank my team, their awesome work, Composite for the well-engineered product, and I'm very flattered to be here today. Thank you very much.
But we have been finding more and more that whatever use case we throw at it can be solved. It really can. We have an enterprise implementation. We're not big. We're a $700 million company or whatever, and also a ministry to children around the world. But we are finding at the enterprise layer it works.
So I think there's a whole new shift here in terms of this market about data movement, data integration, and I think this acquisition is really cool actually in terms of having someone actually do the integration of software along with networks.